Hi, my name is Grant Wilfley. I'm the owner of Grant Wilfley Casting, a New York-based casting company.
Hi, my name is Melissa Braun. I'm the managing director and a casting director at Grant Wilfley Casting. We wanted to take a moment to discuss the current state of the film and television industry in the New York, New Jersey area and in the US in general.
So we're coming to you currently, entering the spring of 2025, and we have noticed a slowdown in our industry. Um, Recently, we just got over the two strikes, the writer's strike and the SAG-AFTRA strike, and got busy again, but currently things have come to a slowdown in our industry. These things have happened in the past, but not in quite a while.
So post-strike in 2024, and obviously our industry has gone through major up and downs last 5 years, starting with the pandemic and then going through the strikes. But post-strike in 2024, there was a massive cutback by studios that resulted in US productions being down by an estimated 40%, specifically filming in the US. And oh, by the way, we'll be noting links to our sources in the description below in case you want to check them out yourself. The downturn seems to be continuing in 2025. A lot of people have access to various trades like Production Weekly, where you can kind of keep track of what might be coming in, what's in development, what's in pre-production, what's in production. And going by what they published in the last couple months, an average, depending on the issue, it comes out on Thursdays, an average of 55 to 70% of productions listed in pre-production are slated to film outside of the United States. And that's a very high number. We've spoken to some producers, and they confirmed that they often do budgets for filming in multiple locations like Atlanta, New York, Canada, etc. And the green light is given to the least expensive location. Grant, you've spoken to some producers recently who have reconfirmed that.
It's true. They do budgets for various locations.
So unfortunately, why is it cheaper to shoot outside the US? So while many states offer tax credits for film and TV productions, a lot of countries do as well. Canada, France, the UK, for example. In addition, many countries also have a national film office. The US does not have a federal office for a federal tax credit for film and TV production or a federal film commission to deal with productions domestically. But countries like Canada, the UK, South Korea, and China, they do have these offices, and they use it to attract productions and form partnerships and offer incentives. And it's really helpful in the process in trying to negotiate a project coming to film there. And aside from the tax credits, unfortunately, it's also less expensive to film outside the US due to things like the cost of food and lumber. In places like Canada, those things cost less currently. And inflation, we've all seen prices go up in the US. That's not helping anything. So what can we do? Grant, you have been working with an organization called the Production Initiatives Association, or PIA or PIA. Why don't you talk about that a little bit?
So PIA is an organization called Production Initiative Association. I'm a member of it. It's a group of small businesses that service the film and television industry. So it's companies like trucking companies. It's companies that provide all electrical equipment. It's companies that provide props for set decoration and stages as well. I happen to be a member because we provide services for casting. And there also is a couple producers that are involved with this as well. I recently went to Albany to lobby in support of Kathy Hochul's enhanced tax credit. The incentive is to make New York as competitive or more competitive with the other states that are competing for production here in the state.
So, for example, currently California has a 30% tax credit. Georgia has a 30% tax credit. New Jersey has a 35% tax credit. New York currently offers 30%. So the proposed extension and enhancement includes, and I'm checking my notes, establishing the Production Plus program to provide additional tax credits for larger productions with at least 100 million in qualified production investments or above 20 million for small budget independent projects. Creating a new $100 million pool specifically for independent films. Extending the program for an additional 2 years so that it would go through 2036. Increasing the eligibility of above the line expenses. Allocating 3.5 million annually to support workforce development programs. And this one's very important. Significantly reducing delays in credit allocation, because currently there seems to be a massive delay in receiving the credit reimbursements. That's correct? You've heard that
That's
too?
correct. Yes, that's correct. Sometimes it could take up to 5 years to get the reimbursement.
Yeah.
So,
And in comparison, we're hearing New Jersey, the turnaround time is pretty quick. So you've been meeting with all kinds of representatives in New York.
representatives, senators in New York, and basically stating the case that we want production to stay in New York. This proposed budget needs to go through. We, as small vendors, talk about the trickle-down effect of how it provides jobs to many people. When we hire extras to work on a film or television show, that's a great example of trickle-down and how jobs are created and people get paid to show up and be in the show.
I mean, obviously, it's definitely a benefit when we cast our local people, New York and New Jersey, SAG-AFTRA members and non-SAG people to work in these shows. And then also, obviously, the argument is it's a benefit to local businesses and local governments, the income from getting paid for permits and just the money they might make at the local gas station because the vehicles used in the production need to gas up. So it's far outreach for how it could benefit a local community, depending where you're filming in the state. So right now, all we can really do is think positively. Grant is definitely a proponent of putting out positivity in the universe will bring back positive action.
Absolutely.
So there are many productions that are currently slated to film outside the US, but there are also many productions that are currently being listed in various trades as in development, meaning they could go at any time, and those locations haven't been locked in yet. The possible New York tax enhancements, combined even with the New Jersey current tax credit, could encourage these things that have not locked in locations yet to film here. That is definitely a possibility. But we just kind of wanted to make actors and people in our local industry aware that this is happening. It's not your imagination. If you're seeing less work, it's not just you. It's everybody feeling it right now.
Yes, we're thinking very positive. We hope that this tax bill, the incentive will go through and that things will pick up again and we will all be busy again. So we're thinking positive.
Well, thank you for watching. And we're probably going to continue dropping some videos, maybe weekly, to keep people updated on what we do have, what we are working on, and maybe other topics. So we appreciate you watching.
Thank you.